I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it in back bay. Yeah, I got game, God in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on, John to the Hancock, and I'm always key, I'm ready to unlock. I be doing big things, don't even have a deal, yeah, I battle through these.
Welcome back, everyone, to the newest edition of Once a Week. I'm Billy Giannouloudis, and I know that I usually start these weekly messages a certain way. But before diving into this week's message, I want to change it up a bit. I want you to take a second to yourself and look back on the last week. And I want you to ask yourself, what is something new that you learned? Something that helped you, or something that helped someone else? Something that helped you grow or understand something at a higher level? I want you to think with this for a second. And so this message coming at you today, I need your mind to be in the right place. And what we're doing with this question is getting you ready to learn. So if you need to pause the video before continuing, then by all means, go for it. But pause it, ask yourself that question. All right, now that you have something, you reflected even for just a moment, we're now gonna build on it. What you just did is put your mind in a state where it is ready to learn. You primed yourself. And for today's message, that's going to be the key. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel below. Because just as this message is about to do, we're bringing the support and we're bringing a new way of thinking with these videos. So to start, let me ask you this. Are you a human being or are you a human doing? It's a different question, right? Maybe you've heard before. But see, with how society has taught all of us in recent years, or many times our entire lives, our first thought isn't who we are. Our first thought is what we do. And because of this, we become so focused on what we do that we forget who we are. The phrase itself, a human being, describes us as a being in this very moment. So many key components to our personal growth and our personal power resides in being able to be in the present moment, right here, right now. And if we're so focused on what we do or need to do to make sure that we are always pushing forward, we end up creating our own walls. Focusing on what we need to do implies living in the future. But that's where anxiety and that's where stress live. Being back in this moment now and bring your focus to it allows you to see everything from a clear vantage point. So when you do something in the presence of the present moment, you can put your full self into it. And it gets done quicker and at a higher level. But with everything going on today, do you see how so many people just aren't happy? Whether it's because their focus isn't on all the stress, or it's looking at the situation they find themselves in from a lower perspective. Regardless of age for this key point, I'm seeing kids today that follow right in line and they struggle so much with just feeling that joy or that happiness. And with how the world is turning now, it's really hard being happy because you're happy when you're being yourself. And some of us don't even know who we are because we're so focused on what we do that you miss out on experiencing the joy of being you. If you need to rewind that back for just a second to hear that again, then please do. But that's a key point to life. But we're all so focused from a young age that we always need to be doing something. We don't want to miss anything, so do. And then we wonder why everyone is so stressed and anxious today. We have literally trained our minds to always focus on having to do something that we miss out on just being here and enjoying the moment. You are not what you do. You're so much more than that. What you do is a way of directing all the characteristics and gifts that are intrinsic to you into a form. And we call it work. But it isn't a job when you're just being yourself. That's why some people are in jobs that they just can't stand. Why can't they stand them? Because they don't connect at the core of who they are. That's why everyone says, go after your dream. Because your dream is a part of you that in the pursuit of will reveal all the other layers of yourself. That's your own unfoldment. But sadly, people choose jobs for the paycheck and sacrifice themselves in the entire process. We all have to get back to who we are and discover or rediscover that part of us. That's power. That's walking in the route you were always meant to walk in. Don't sacrifice yourself anymore. Find that part of you. No stress, no striving, just effortless enjoyment climbing up the ladder in your life your own way. Many people find themselves at a crossroads numerous times in life where they have the choice of taking a step into an area that will reveal so much more to them and allow them to feel that joy of life again. But they don't take that step and then choose to follow the same route they always have. You can't expect to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's literally known as the definition of insanity. Life changes when you change, and change happens in the present moment by making a new decision. By, if you want to say it, by doing something different here and now. So to tie it all together, in this present moment, being in this present moment, what is a new choice you can make to create a new result? What can you do for yourself in this present moment that will set the tone moving forward into the next? Not focusing on what you need to do in an hour from now or tomorrow, just focusing on the here and the now. Experience that. Be a human being again. Be here and take a step forward. That's how we were meant to be living all along. Focusing so much on what we need to do without the preparation in the present moment creates our own tension and our own walls of stress. Be here. Just be here. This is the simplest form of unfoldment because life falls into place as it should when you do that. It may be tough at first, but giving yourself that time every day, oh man, do the doors open and the weight on your shoulders just falls off? Yes. And above all else, the joy of life just comes back to you. Life comes back to you. Life was never meant to be a stressful place or a force. Life is supposed to be a joy, but you're in control of which route life takes with that. That's why I started the video with having you reflect. It puts you in a learning phase. And with this message, with so much information coming at you, process it, think on it, and use it for the betterment and the unfoldment of you. The next step then reveals itself to you, and the next, all from bringing it back to where we are right here, right now. Being here. But I need you guys to think that over. You are not what you do. Who you are is much greater than that, and everything else in your life stems from that one answer. Take some time to be with that question. Who are you? And then let it all come together. It's a process, but it works, and it all starts from right here. If you guys have questions with that, comment below. Find me on social media. But I thank you so much for tuning into this. Like this message on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, share this message to someone who you feel could use it, no matter the age. This message will connect to everyone. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Once a Week on YouTube for more videos every single Sunday. And if you or anyone you know is in need of a life coach or a results coach and someone to help you with this deep work, please head to BillyGLifeCoaching.com and set up a free strategy session with me, and I'll be right there for you. Let's dive into it. You guys take this message and run with it, right? And by run with it, I mean just be with it. It's all you need to do if that's your mindset. All you need to do is to stop and be here. Experience that again. Don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice your dream anymore. Find out who this is, and then watch your dream unfold from that. You'll learn what step you need to do next by being here. That's all it is. Be a human being again. Until next week, guys.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm